This Nanny Knits knitting podcast channel. My name is Lucy and I'm the host here. I cannot get my words out. This is my third attempt at recording this morning. I just keep, saying the wrong thing or doing weird things. It's just not right. So hopefully this is the one. Welcome. I am not here for a podcast episode today. I have done one recently and don't have enough progress really to show you, but I did want to hop on and share with you my knitting plans for 2025. So it's now December 2024 and the new year is fast approaching, and so I wanted to sit down, make some plans, mostly to keep myself accountable. And have a record, because I always say to myself, oh, I'm going to make this, I'm going to make this, I'm going to make this, and then I hop off of the podcast, I stop recording and then I forget, and I never really go back and watch my podcast, only when I'm editing, and when it's edited, that's it, it's up online. So I have made some notes, I've got some plans, I've got some ideas, and I wanted to share them with you. But first, I have got one last parcel to share with you from the lovely Luisa jewellery company over in New York. They very kindly partnered with me, and yes, I've got one more parcel to share with you, which is very exciting. This parcel is for the lead up to the holiday season, so hop on over to their website to check it out. I will pop it down below. But obviously it's a perfect time to go and buy a gift for somebody if you don't know what to buy them. They've got a whole variety of different things over there, and they ship worldwide. It's a very, very small fee to ship out of the US, I believe, but I think US is free shipping. And yeah, they've sent me a little parcel. So I've got two lovely bits of jewellery here to share with you. I've got one in a box and one in a pouch. Last time they were both in a pouch. The time before that, they were both in a box. So we've got a little choice. I really actually love the pouches because these are really handy for when you want to go on holiday and take your jewellery with you. They're super, super handy. I tend not to keep the plastic boxes, so then I have to put them into my other jewellery box. Anyway, I've got two pairs of earrings to share with you today. But yes, you know the drill. I will pop my link down below if you want to go and check them out, please do. First of all, we're going to check these ones out. Now, I'm probably going to have to stop recording and come back because I've got earrings in and I've got two pairs of earrings to show you. But they have sent me these beautiful kind of single looped, bit hard to show you, earrings. They're called the Mini Huggy Hoops in Silver. I don't know, we might be able to do this in real time. Let's see. I've got these lovely ones in that I shared with you last time. Can't even look where my camera is, which is the double hooped ones. So let's try these ones. My biggest thing is getting them off the cardboard because they are very small little huggies and I don't know how they come off, if I'm honest. Okay, I don't think they actually open where I think they open. Right, I'm going to come back. Pause. Ah, clever. Okay, so they're tiny, so they're going to be really hard for me to show you in my hand. But they don't actually open along this top bit like I thought they would. They open here. So that's interesting. So can I do this live whilst I'm talking to you? That is the question. Let's see. Yes, I can. Oh, I love them already. They are very, very cute little huggies, and they actually literally hug your ear. There's like no gap. They're very cute. I like those. So I'm going to keep that one in that ear, but I might put the others in the other ear just to be different. So yeah, they are the Mini Huggy Hoops in Silver. They do them in other sizes too. And then in the little box, we have another pair of earrings. I need to get some more piercings. Clearly, I don't have enough holes in my ears for all these earrings. These ones I'm very excited about. These ones are, can you see, like double looped, a bit similar to the ones that I've just taken out, but these don't have a fastening. They're kind of just, might be hard to show you, they're just a spiral. And so you basically, I don't know how easy, oh wrong ear, don't know how easy this is going to be, but you put, yeah, I got it there, and twist them in. Not very easy to do on camera. I think I'm in my second hole there. Okay, pause, momentarily pause. Okay, I've got it. I did have to kind of open it a little bit to get it in. But that's that one. So it kind of goes in and then twirls around. Haven't got it quite perfect because I'm on screen. Sorry, I'm still a bit, yeah, like I've twisted it too far. I'm still a bit snuffly. I've still got my cold, but where are we? I want to get it right to show you. There you go. So it looks like it's 2 earrings, but actually it's just the one. Really cute. I love them. Thank you so much, Anna Luisa. So kind of you. Yeah, I'll link those down below. I should probably tell you what these ones are called, shouldn't I? These are called Harley Silver hoop earrings. They come in one size. So yeah, I am going to wear one in each ear for the purpose of the video, and then I can sort that out after. Hopefully I remember and I don't go back to work with random earrings in. Anyway, let's get to the knitting. I have told myself, sorry, I'm just getting my notes ready here. I have told myself that I keep wearing these kind of jumpery, sweatery things that are cozy, comfy, you can just throw on. I really love wearing them, but I don't love, I love wearing them because I think they're easy. You can throw them on and they go with anything. I don't love the texture. They're not that warm. Basically, I need more sweaters in my life, is what I'm trying to tell you. So 2025 for me is going to be the year of sweaters. I've got mostly, sorry, I'm trying to get comfy. I've got mostly sweaters on my list. One cardigan. So apologies if I'm looking down. I've made some notes so I can share with you. But my goal for 2025 is to knit 6 sweaters. Is that overambitious? I don't know, but I'm going to try. Why 6? Because I can't knit one a month. I'd love to make 12, but I can't. So I figured one every 2 months with a little bit of wiggle room for other things. Like a couple of these are a bit more labour intensive than others, but some of them aren't, and some of them will be quick knits. So I feel like it's quite achievable. And I'm giving myself a head start because I am going to cast one of these on in December. However, it will be pretty late into December. It might even be a Christmas Day cast on. Might treat myself. Depends how I get on with my other projects. But I have got 2 of the projects I've got in mind I have got yarn for. The others I do not. So I'm going to start knitting the 2 that I have in mind, and I'll share that with you. And then when I have one of them done and I cast on the second, I'm then going to get ahead of myself and order yarn for the third. So it kind of keeps me motivated, and then as I'm finishing the second, the third's yarn will arrive and I'll want to knit with it right away, and so on until I have, I guess it's like a treat to yourself. You finish one sweater project and you can buy yarn for another. So that's my plan. I've also got one bonus sweater in case I really, really succeed and I have time for an extra one. But I don't know how likely that is. If we go on holiday or something, maybe. I mean, we will go on holiday, but it depends on the type of holiday. We haven't really planned that far ahead. But I'll obviously get more knitting time if it's a relaxing holiday. If it's a busy holiday, maybe not. All right, let's just get to it. My very, very first sweater cast on, I say for 25, 2025 because it won't be finished in 2024. So this is just giving me a little head start. I am going to potentially cast this on Christmas Day. If not, yeah, I don't think it will be sooner. Christmas Day is only 2 weeks away, I think. I'm not sure. It's soon. And I've got so many other things to finish first. It's likely not going to be before then. But the first one I am going to cast on is the Dartmoor sweater by Kadri. It is a paid for pattern over on Ravelry and probably her website. If she has one, I'm pretty sure she has one. But it is an oversized drop-shouldered sweater. It's got that classic cozy vibe. It's all stockinette, and it's got a rib neck, sleeves and hem. It's got quite a good chunky ribbed hem on it. It's suggested to knit with an 8 to 10 inch ease, so it has got that really like just comfy, cozy, chuck it on over the top of, I don't know, a t-shirt with a pair of jeans. Like, it's just going to look like a classic comfy, cozy sweater. It is a bulky and a lace weight yarn held together according to the Ravelry page. I'm not sure if that's what I've purchased, but bear with, we'll talk about that in a minute. And it's knit on a 5mm needle, so I think that is going to be pretty swift. Considering I'm going to cast it on over the Christmas period, and it's a 5mm needle, I reckon it will be done fairly soon in the year. So just to clarify, I'm not going to make a sweater and then wait until I cast on another if it hasn't been the 2 months. Does that make sense? It's not going to take, some sweaters might take me longer than 2 months, some might take me shorter. My overall goal is to just knit 6 sweaters next year, and my kind of rough target for keeping on track is 1 every 2 months. But if I finish this one before, I'm not going to wait until the end of February to cast on another one. I'm just going to get going. I hope that makes sense. So I actually bought yarn sweater for, oh my gosh, I actually bought yarn. Oh, there's a parcel coming for me. Is it for me? Yeah, bear with me, hold on. Yeah, Christmas present delivery, that time of year. Where was I? I'm out of breath now. That cold has gone straight to my chest. Yarn. I had bought yarn for this, gosh, last year. I think it was last year. My knit group very kindly got me a voucher last year for Christmas for knit.co.uk and somewhere else, Knit and Living, which was very, very kind. And I bought this yarn with the knit voucher. So I bought Phil Kalana Peruvian Highland wool. It's 100% Peruvian Highland wool, and each 50 grams has 100 meters. I can't remember what size I was going to make, and now I'm wondering if I've got enough yarn. I'm pretty sure I have. I'm pretty sure I overestimated. This is colourway 978. I think it came up as like an oatmeal colour. They are named on the website, but I can't remember because it was almost a year ago. I can't remember how many of them I have, but you can see them right up there in the top of my unit. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there's enough. So that is, I don't even know what weight this is because it doesn't actually tell you, but I thought this was a DK. I must have worked it out that it would work for this pattern because I know that's what I bought it like with that sweater in mind. So, but this isn't a bulky. Anyway, whatever. I think I actually copied Laura from Penrose Knits. I think she made, well, I know she made one, and I think she was talking about the yarn, and I'm wondering if she used the same, and so I thought, well, if it's good enough for Mrs. Penrose, it's good enough for me. I'm not sure though. Maybe I'll go check out her Ravelry, but I don't actually think it was on her Ravelry. I think I did go look. It might have been her Instagram. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm holding it with also Phil Kalana Tilia, which is their Kid Mohair Silk 70/30 blend. I do like this one. This is the one I used for the first cardigan, which is laying there in my pile of worn clothes, worn knitwear. And this is colour 354. Again, I also thought that this was oatmeal, and they looked very similar online. They are a little different in person, but I think held together they'll be fine. This was more brown than I imagined it would be. I thought it was going to be a bit more beigey, but I think it will be beautiful. So that is for the Dartmoor sweater by Kadri. That is getting cast on ASAP because I really, really just want that big, baggy, oversized sweater. Excuse me. I wear my first sweater all the time, but I'm getting a bit bored of it. Not bored of it, I love it. But there's only so many times you can keep wearing the same sweater without people being like, do you wash your clothes? So I feel like I need more in a bit of rotation. Yeah, so that's sweater number 1. Definitely getting made. Sweater number 2, which I also have the yarn for. Now don't come at me, please, because it is a petite knit pattern and I am aware that she is not fully size inclusive in all of her patterns. But I really want this sweater. There probably are some similar around. In fact, I probably should look. But I love it and I've got the yarn for it and I've got the right amount and I'm just going to make it. I think there are a few around that are similar and I think I have looked, but I don't think I've got the right amount of yarn and I don't really want to have to buy some more because I've already spent a hefty chunk. Anyway, all that being said is I'm going to make the Moby sweater by Petite Knit. I'm putting myself out there and I'm going to make it. I'm challenging myself. So it is a top-down textured cabled patterned sweater. I will include photos here. Future editing Lucy is going to hate me for saying that, but I will include photos. You start at the back, then you knit the shoulders, and then you do the front yoke, and then you join it in the round. And it's got a really nice kind of folded ribbed collar, which I love. I, again, think this is a stunning pattern. I can just envision me wearing it with a pair of jeans and some trainers, chucking it on and going out. I really feel like I need some, not really transition pieces, but you know when you get to that late summer, early autumn, and I never feel like I've got the right clothes. I either have my summer clothes on and I'm getting a bit cold, or I've got my winter clothes on and I'm getting a bit hot. I need that something in between to just chuck on over the top, and I think this will be a good one. This is a DK and a lace yarn held together according to the pattern, and it's knit on 4mm needles. I'm not sure if I said that already. I am not holding DK and lace together because I love mohair. I love some mohair. That's not technically true. I don't love all mohair. Tilia I like. Kid silk I'm not such a fan of. It's become a bit scratchy for me. You can see I'm actually already scratching here, and sometimes I do wonder if I'm just a bit sensitive to mohair. So I've decided to do this one without, but I have already bought the yarn when we went to the John Arbon open meal weekend this year with my knit group, and I think I have already showed you this yarn as a bit of a haul when I came back from there, but I'm going to show you again because I'm using the John Arbon Textiles Yarnadelic worsted weight yarn in the colour The Beautiful Ones. It is a very, very lovely neutral, but it has got a touch of colour in there. You can clearly see a theme. I'm going down the natural, the natural colour theme. I love it. I just think these neutral colours are going to go really well with anything. And like I say, you can just chuck it on, not worry about if it goes or, you know, if it matches your trainers or your t-shirt underneath or whatever. Just chuck it on, go and enjoy yourself. So that's kind of the goal for next year. Maybe there'll be one that won't quite be so neutral. But as a general rule, that's where we're going with this. So I bought 5 skeins of this and a mini because I figured 5 was pushing it on the yardage front, and I figured I would need to swatch. I hate swatching, but I'm going to do it, okay? Before you all come at me and yell at me, I'm going to. This is beautiful. I literally fell in love with it at the John Arbon meal weekend, and I was there with my phone out, like, what can I make with this? What can I make with this? And the Moby had been on my list for a bit, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to be brave. So this is 100% Falklands Corriedale, and it's technically a light Aran worsted, which is why I think it would be fine without the lace. Oh, it's upside down. So I'm quite excited for this. This is one of their softer yarns. I do find that John Arbon yarn can be a bit scratchy for me because it's not superwash, it's real proper wool. And as I say, I can be a little bit sensitive, but these colours, I mean, the lighting's not that great today, so apologies. I don't think you can see. Oh, there you can. Do you see that? It's just, I don't think you can fully appreciate it until you see it in person, but it is stunning. So that will likely be cast on sweater number 2 because I already have the yarn, and none of the others I have yarn for. So they will be the first 2 that I'll make, just to get rid of some of this yarn up here. The third one, I don't know if this will be in this order because obviously I don't have the yarn for any of these. So actually that's not true. I'm lying to you. I do have yarn for one more. All right, wait there. Wait there, I'll go get it. I totally lied to you. I do have yarn for one other, and I've just totally ruined the yarn cupboard up there. We're gonna have to go sort that out. The problem is, in front of the yarn cupboard that you can't see are piles of Christmas presents that I need to wrap, and so I was trying to just sneak in and grab one. Okay, so I guess the third one, there's me thinking, oh yeah, I'll get to buy all this yarn. The third one I have yarn for too, and this one terrifies me. However, I bought the yarn for this a very long time ago, like when the pattern first came out, and I don't know when that was, I should have checked. But it scares me because it is quite a difficult pattern by its own standards. It says on the pattern page for intermediate and experienced knitters. Now, yes, I've been knitting a while, but I'm not very adventurous. I don't have the greatest memory when it comes to remembering like stitch patterns and techniques and things. I always have to go to Google and YouTube and check out. I think I just double doubt myself and I have to go and double check. But I'm going to make the Zosia, I think it's called Zosia, wrap cardigan by Burton Rose. So Alexandra has made the most beautiful, fluffy cardigan that is like tied at the waist. It's got a beautiful style to it, and my friend Hannah is making this at the moment for one of her friends, and I'm like, what? You're making it for a friend? Are you crazy? She's so kind, because I'm like, this is a massive undertaking for me to make for myself, and the thought of making this for somebody else would terrify me because it's a lot of work, and knitting is supposed to be selfish and fun. So I tell myself. Anyway, this is described as an Aran weight gauge, and it is a top-down lacy tie-waisted cardigan. I'll put a picture in. As I said, it's for experienced knitters, and that always scares me because I think I could knit for 20 years and still not consider myself to be experienced. But I'm going to break it down. I'm going to learn from Hannah's mistakes. I'm going to be like, Hannah, help. I know there have been a couple of bits where she's been like, right, wait a minute, I need to figure this out. I think it's just the different styles that people write patterns in can sometimes be confusing. So yeah, I think I can do it. I'm going to break it down and I'm going to take it easy. But it's knit on a 4.5mm needle, and it is knit in Drops alpaca silk. Brushed alpaca silk, sorry. So this is a luxurious blend of brushed alpaca and mulberry silk. The composition is 77% alpaca, 23% silk, 5mm needle, 25 grams gives you 140 meters, which is 153 yards. And I've got it in colorway 1, which is cream, basically. It's kind of blowing out because of the light and it looks white, but it's very much a cream. This style of cardigan will go great with like high-waisted jeans or dresses, or it's just going to be that extra layer to put on top of something else just to complete an outfit. And whilst it's not going to be an everyday wear, I don't imagine, in my life, it will be nice for the occasions where I feel like I have to dress up a bit more than wear this. So if I have a team day at work, which we have every like 6 to 8 weeks, we go out for the entire day. We generally meet at a hotel, you know, we have a conference room, blah, blah, blah. I could wear it somewhere like that. That's nice. I wouldn't be wearing anything this nice and lacy around the dog, basically. So when I'm not on dog mum duty, this would get worn. So I'm excited but slightly terrified by this pattern. Please tell me if you've made it down below, and please send your reassurance that I'll be able to do it. You'll see me getting really stressed on the podcast, like, okay, that was pattern number 3. Now I can tell you, that's a paid for pattern, sorry. Now I can tell you that I kind of don't have the yarn for the others. I've just realised. The Kerr sweater by the lovely Rebecca, the Crayabea, she has a lovely pattern that I've been meaning to knit for so long. It's a DK weight pattern and it's a relaxed fit, drop shoulder, colourwork band sweater. It's got a colourwork band across the chest and the tops of the arms so that like when your arms are down it looks like it goes all the way across. There are options, as always, in Rebecca's patterns. You can have a deep colourwork section or a narrow one. And I think she's also got like a normal length and a crop length. Now, I have this pattern in my library and I did buy some yarn for it. However, I bought a woolly knit cone. I think... I can't remember actually, so I'm not going to say I think. I can't remember what yarn it is. I just know it's a grey and it's on a cone and it's from Woolly Knit. I think it, I don't know, is it they're like, do they do like a merino? It's like a softer side, but I still don't know if it's going to be soft enough for me. So I bought a grey and then I think a white. So grey was going to be the main colour, white was going to be the colourwork or like a cream. I'm not sure now that yarn, shall I get it? I'll get it. I feel like up, down, up, down. This is going to be a cutty episode. I'm pretty sure it's this. However, this is not DK. So maybe I was intending to hold it double. Hello there. Oh, I don't know now. I don't even know what this is. It's not very soft. Okay, I'm probably not going to use this. I know myself and I know that that's going to be a bit scratchy. So let's just talk about the pattern. Well, I have talked about the pattern. So yes, the Kerr sweater by the Crayabea. I want to make it. I don't have the yarn for it, we've established. I'm not even sure what colour I want to do it now. I'm thinking that that kind of light grey and a cream is not going to be enough contrast. So I wonder whether I do like a navy and a cream. My only problem with navy and blues are, when I wear jeans, I mostly wear blue jeans, and then I just look a bit blue, bit too navy, bit too samey. Does anyone else ever feel like that, or is that not really a thing? I don't know, I just feel like I look a bit blue. Anyway, let's crack on to the next one. So what's that? That's 4. The 5th pattern in my library of sweaters to knit in 2025 is the Pink Fizz by Andrea Mowry. It's a fingering and lace pattern, which Ravelry tells me equals a sport weight. So I'm not sure if I will do a fingering and a lace. I might just buy a sport, we'll see. And this is knit on a 4 and 4.5mm needles. It's a lace, furry mohair, relaxed fit, knit bottom up though, which I didn't realise until I read on Ravelry, so that kind of puts me off a little bit. I think the fit is really hard to get right when you knit bottom up. but we'll see. It's got a drop shoulder style shoulder with some slim fitted sleeves. I just really like the lace panels down the side and then the kind of plain part in the middle. I think that offers a little bit of interest, but it's equally got some stockinette. I don't know, that pattern also scares me a little bit. It says it's advanced, it's for advanced knitters, but I think, again, like, I think if you just break it down into sections, read the pattern really carefully, I think it's doable. I'm not sure what colour I'll make this in. Now, it's named Pink Fizz, so to me it should be made in pink, but maybe like a neutrally very light, like even lighter than the first cardigan pink. I have got the double Sunday, the Sandnes Garn double Sunday yarn in pink. Do you remember I frogged the Northern Lights? If you've been here a while, you might remember. But I think that's a DK. I'm not sure. My memory's really bad, so I'll need to have a look at that. But that would be quite a good colour for this. But I don't think that yarn will work, but maybe something similar to that. That one has also been in my library for a very, very long time, and I have the pattern, like I've bought the pattern, it's been sat there waiting for a while. So that one I will treat myself to yarn for. I don't make sense today. But anyway, the last definite for sure pattern that I'm going to make in 2025, I'm telling myself I can do this, is the La Rentrée. I've probably butchered that. I don't speak French. I cannot pronounce French. But it is by Sonder Yarn. I will put a picture here. It's a free pattern. La Rentrée means like return to work, to school, kind of getting back into that rhythm of life, which I love. It is a lace mohair held double. So it's a DK weight, and it's described as a really good, like, transitional piece from summer to autumn. So again, like those cold summer evenings or those slightly chilly, crisp beginning of autumn days, this is going to be a great light but warm layer to chuck on and just feel very put together. It's got a folded neckline, collar, and it's got like statement sleeves, so they're quite like big, not really puffy, but like quite balloonish sleeves with then a very narrow hem at the cuff, so it kind of brings that in, and I quite like that. I've got the same on my fluffy mohair sweater, and it's got that nice tight, not tight, but just kind of brings it in and cinches it in at the wrist, and then it kind of like, yeah, hangs. It's got, look like a puppet. It's got the balloon sleeve, basically. I love a balloon sleeve because I like a big flowy sleeve, but I don't really want that to be the case at the cuff too, because then they end up, I'm just really clumsy and it ends up in my tea or my coffee, and I'm just a big old mess at that point. So yeah, that's a free pattern over on Ravelry, and it's knit on 4.5mm needles. The sample colour is beautiful. It's like a really nice rust colour, and I love that. So I'm considering getting the yarn that's actually recommended, which is the Sonder yarn, because I think that will be stunning. So that's pattern number 6. I do not have the yarn for, so that will be a nice treat for me. I should probably look at what I'm doing colour-wise, because I've got a Dartmoor in this colour, a Moby in this colour at this point, a Zosia cardigan wrap in this colour. I should probably branch out to some more colours. I've got 2 bonus. I said I've got 1, but I've just thought of another one that I definitely want to make. I'm not sure where that's going to come in. It's going to be a bonus. Like, I'm not going to make these 2 unless I've finished the other 6. So that's pushing it quite a bit to fit 8 sweaters in. But never say never. You don't know what happens. You never know what's going to happen in life. My extra pattern that I would like to knit in 2025, time permitting, is the Farnham sweater by the lovely Sophie over at the Knit Pearl Girl. It's a lace and fingering, which is a sport weight pattern knit on 4mm needles. It is an oversized drop shoulder striped sweater. It's got the funnel neck collar. It's knit the back piece first, each shoulder, the front, and then it's joined in the round. The pattern pictures of like Sophie's original version are of like a creamy off-white colour with a navy or black stripe. I really like that look. I really wanted for the Moby a white or cream, but I just know I'm too messy, which is why I went for this, because I thought it would hide some of the mess. If I spilt something down me a bit more, I'd be a bit more forgiving. But I think for this one, I'm going to do it because it's got the stripe. I just need to be a grown-up and just not spill things down me, and then I'll be okay. Yeah, I've had my eye on that one for a while. I love the neck on it. I think it's like a rolled, well, it's called a funnel neck, but I think it's like a rolled neck. That's the look it kind of gives off to me. So I might maybe knit it in the traditional colours that Sophie has knit it in. I would really like that. So that's sweater number 7. Okay, I've got one more. Oh, you're all yelling at me right now like, Lucy, you're not going to have time for all of this. You have a job. I have 2 jobs. I'm potentially getting a puppy. Yeah, I forgot about the puppy thing when I planned this, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Phoebe's mum, it's a kind of tangent side note, has, as far as I'm aware, last I heard, still not had her season. So the puppies aren't going to be around yet. I'll just have to frantically knit in the first half of the year. Okay, last one. Sweater number 8 that I want to make as a bonus in 2025 would be the Lento sweater. Now, I haven't written anything down for this because I hadn't planned to talk about it, but I will insert a picture, and all of these sweaters that I've spoken about will be linked down below. I want to make this sweater. It's very popular. I'm sure you've seen it around, but I want to make this sweater in Barbie pink. So all of my other colour palettes are very neutral, very lovely, except for this one. This one is going to be hot pink, and I'm looking around to see if I have anything in this colour, but I don't really. The only thing I can think of that I have is a little scrap of yarn here, bear with me, from a hat that I made. Now I would love this yarn. Oh, it's still coming. I purchased this yarn in Florida. Oh, I might be here all day at this rate. And it is yarn by the company Emma's Yarn. I bought it in the 4 Pearls, is it called 4 Pearls? Knitting shop. And I made a hat with it. Look at that. That's my favourite colour. That hat I wear so often because I love it so much. Like this colour. Okay, do you think this would be amazing? In a Lento. I've got to, haven't I? I just need something this colour. I think it's a done deal. It may not be Emma's Yarn because I don't know how easily accessible that is to me now that I'm in the UK. I bought this when I was on holiday. But imagine if I could get this. This yarn. I love the smell of it. Imagine. I think that would make my entire year. So I'll look online. I might be able to get it. I don't know. They might ship to the UK. I'm sure there's got to be somewhere that sells it in the UK. That's my mission, to find out. I don't even remember what it was called. But I guess if I'm a good podcaster, I might have put it on my Ravelry page. So I'll have to go back and have a look. I did talk about it in an episode when I came back from Florida. So I guess I could go back and watch myself. But that's always really painful. As a podcaster, you never want to go back and watch yourself more than necessary. But yes, those are my 2025 sweater plans. Now, in an ideal world, I would still have time to knit socks and do some make-alongs and, you know, all of the summer things. I have so much yarn up there for summer tops that I really want to make. Toaster tanks. What's that other one that I bought yarn for in Devon? And my friend started making. Oh golly, I don't know, but I will do a video on kind of my summer plans even though I'm planning to knit at least 6 sweaters in 2025. I've got to make this the year of knitting. I can do it. I know I can. I just have to spend every free minute of my time knitting. That being said, I also want to read more in 2025. So basically what I'm saying is I need to quit all my jobs and I need to stay at home and make all the sweaters. Is that okay, Dan? I'm sure Dan will be watching going, no, absolutely not. But no, all joking aside, I'm going to make a really conscious effort next year to just get on with things. I feel like I've got so many whips and so many projects have just been lingering for so long. I just want to get stuff done and I want to be able to wear them. So from now until Christmas, I'm going to be plodding through on those whips. I'm going to be getting them finished and then I'm going to cast on all the things. Yeah, I think that's all I have to share with you today. I thank you very much for listening to my ramblings, and do go over and check out Anna Luisa. I have linked them down below, and have a look to see if they have got any holiday gifts for anybody if you are still gift shopping. And I will be back with a podcast very soon with a little bit of an update on the project, a little bit of an update on life. But for now, I hope that you have a lovely day and I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye bye.